and welcome back to Made for Free Living with me, Steve, good lady wife Kim.
Hello.
And Pepe, our head of security and entertainment, aren't you? Okay, busy day today. We're going to be digging up some potatoes. We're going to be planting some more in the polytunnels. Yes, I know. You like potatoes and chicken. Feeding the animals. Collecting a bit of wood. And we're going to be making a couple of candle holders for you. We're selling those at the craft fair. We'll show you a picture of that too. And also I've got a good tip on the wood, on reclaimed wood, so look out for that. Right, are you ready? We're going to work. Okay, we're going to work. See you later. Bye. Hi and welcome back. Today we've finished the other area that's been raked over. We just got to put some lime and some plastic on. That'll be fine till next year. These are red potatoes. I believe they're called romarin. They're pretty good. Well, they're salad vegetables. They make good chips as well. Pretty good roasters. Good all-rounder. So without further ado, I shall continue to fill up the potato bucket. Oh, with the help of Pepe. Pepe, come on then. Watch out. Oh, this one. That's it. Some nice potatoes there. Hi, and we're going to polytunnel number 2. There's polytunnel number 1. That's the repair I had to do. Right, okay. Down the step. These were only planted a few weeks ago. They've gone absolutely crazy in here. And we just prepared the other side. And in here we shall be putting more purple potatoes. So it's a purple potato polytunnel. You say that after a drink. So yeah, we're going to have this full of potatoes, and I'll do a little broadcast a bit later on when they're in. Thank you. Bye now. 15 rows with 7 in each one. That's 105. And for each one gives us 4 plants. That's 420. I'm pretty confident we're going to get the same, if not more, from this side. They're growing like billio. They're really going well. So that'd be over 800 potato plants. Not bad for a little tunnel over winter. Those 800 will probably eat about 50 of those, I should imagine, in the log burner. And the rest we'll dry store and in late March, spring next year, we'll replant them again in the outside beds, which is great potatoes we don't have to bend down to pick. It's pretty good. So what we'll do, we're going to nip over to the other polytunnel, see how that's getting on. We've got some onions and some more potatoes, some onions, some garlics, and hopefully some lettuces growing as well, hopefully. Then we're going to go and make something. I don't know what yet, but we'll go and make something. Hi, and we're back again in the other polytunnel. Right, as you can see, the potatoes are coming on nicely. The onions are coming on really good, but down here, disaster. Absolute disaster. I think either Tiggy, our head of pest control, has been in here, but something's come and eaten all our lettuce seeds and onion seeds. But that's the joys of homesteading, I suppose. So what we'll do, we'll rake it over and start again. And we've got one more patch in here, which I think we'll again, we'll go for onions, because we can, once they're grown, you can never have too many, we can pickle them. And can't beat pickled onion and cheese sandwiches, can you? Right, okay, now it's time to go and make something. See you later. Hello, and before we get into making some candle holders for you today, my top tip of the day, top tip of the month: invest in one of these. You don't know what it is? Well, I'll give you a clue. It runs on batteries, it vibrates, and it makes a noise. No, you're wrong. It's a metal detector. Now, if you get one of these, the first piece of wood that you put through the saw, saw blades at between 50 and 70 pounds, euros or dollars a pop. One of these will pay for itself the first time it goes off. This one's a Garrett Pro pointer. Now, I nearly fell through the floor when I found the price of these. These are $150 to $170 a piece, and for that type of money, I'd expect the same type of pleasure as to what you thought it was. So, get yourself onto Temu or Temu. £7 to £10, dollars or euros, 10 maximum, and just one bleep like that. That'll save you a 50 to 70 pound saw blade. So especially when you're dealing with recycled wood. I've got this here. This is an old balustrade off set at the staircase. You can see that bolt, but you can't see anything. Oh, there's a nail there. So that's 3 times through the saw. That saved me. So yeah, get yourself onto Temu, get one of these, and it'll save you a lot of time, effort and stress. That's my top tip of the week or month. Right, I'm now going to go and make some candle holders for you. Bye now. Okay, I found a suitable piece of wood, a slab. It's oak. It's got a couple of splits in it, but it all adds to the effect at the end. So this little piece here, with a bit of luck, we should make 2 out of it. Okay, back to it. Okay, so what we've done here, ideally, we've got 2 pieces like that, nice and square. We're going to put a tilt onto the table saw. If you haven't got a table saw, just sand them down to make it a beveled edge, as it looks more presentable. So on with the PPE and a push stick, and we're just going to take off the corners, and it should look something similar to that. There you go. Right, let's get this sorted, and then we can get on with the drilling with the force in a bit. Right, now as you notice, my fingers were nowhere near the blade. Probably looks close and it is, but there's a good distance away. But when you're drilling these fine bits, always stand to the side, because sometimes you get little bits stuck in the side of the saw blade, about there, and they can come shooting out at 100 miles an hour. Now I've got a fair sized gap there, so anything pretty small will go straight down, but occasionally you will get the little bit stuck in there, so just a little bit of a safety tip for you there. Right, okay, where are we? We've now got 2 of these. These are a nice little single one. While I've got the saw out, I'll make another one up as well, and then we might as well make 4 as opposed to 2, haven't we? And then we'll get on with the next stage. Right, it's a lovely day here. I'm in the sun, I'm in the shade. It's best of both worlds. Right, on with the PPE. Got a nice piece of oak. This come out of a stair, a set of stairs. This was one of the foot treads, and it's a shame to let it go to waste. So thank you to Frank. We had a trailer load of wood off Frank, so he's got his cigarettes, and we're going to make some of these. Right, so on with the PPE, and we're going to make this to a perfect square, and we're going to put 4 force and a bit drill holes of 40 mil. I know I don't go technical, but it's got to be 40 mil to get your candle holders in. Right, let's get cracking. Okay, quick tip: if you're going to be using something on a flat board, a couple of nails, you can always pull them up again after. Just stops anything sliding around. So here we go. There we have the lovely oak, or actually I think this is chestnut finish. It's got some nice splits in it, but we'll see to those in a minute. And we go again with the smaller piece. Either way round. Right, so there you have it. That one's almost ready for drilling. Got some nice splits in which actually look the part, but because it's I think it's oak, I'm not sure, it could be chestnut, because of what it is, the splits might dry out and make it a bit wider, but they will never fall in half, put it that way. And that's actually quite a nice piece there. So we'll do this one again, get the base done, and then we're ready for the holes. So okay, so there we go. It's all ready for the next stage. We'll be drilling the holes and sanding. I've got another one somewhere. Now this one I've decided against. I think, yeah, it's too much gap in there, that's not going to look very good. Won't look very professional, so we'll discard that. Well, it's not wasted, it goes on the fire. Okay, next part. Okay, and again we use a straight edge to mark the centre. This is the second one, and we now know that that's the centre. Right, now if you're not confident holding these down, always use a vice or a clamp or something to keep it in position. It can cause a nasty cut on your fingers if you don't. And that's your forcing bit. Now that gap there is the depth of the bit, which should be around the depth of the candle. We'll just check. There we go, maybe, yeah, that's about right. So that's your 40mm candle. Now we're on to the final sand down and staining. Temperature's just dropped here. What was a lovely day. Right, okay, on to the next bit. Now we just check for the candle depth. We've got a few on the go here, so what we'll do, we'll double check the candle depth before we go any further. That one's perfect. Right, now it's had a lovely sanding, and we're now going to finish off with a bit of furniture oil. Now, to get it into the cracks and all the way through, what I like to use is some fine wire wool, and just rub it in. There we go. Look at the shine on that, fantastic. It might go a bit dull after it's dried. If it does, then a coat of beeswax. Again, rub it in. You could also put some felt or hessian or glue something to the base. I know nobody sees it, but it's a nice little extra if you've got some lying about. There we go. And that, to me, that looks pretty good. I should have said put some gloves on, but we'll do one more while we're here. And what we've done, we started with the 80 grit, then we've gone to 120, 240, then 400. I think, maybe, yeah, that'll be the order. And I think you'll agree that actually pretty well looks the part. I think the sheep are hungry by the sound of that. Yeah, and the hunters are out. Till it's winter time, they're after the deer, the wild boar, and crows, believe it or not. They're shooting crows. There we go. Just put the candle in there. one nice pair of candle holders. Turn it that way they match. Right, just going to put them in the house, let them dry for a minute, and then we can see the end effect. Okay, and we're back in the house in the warm now. So let's light these up. Here we go.
Right,
yeah. There we go. And there's our tea light holders. They're not giving off as much heat as a fire behind, but not bad for a little time, a little effort, and free wood. And I think the candles were only a couple of euros for 50, so I don't think they were that expensive. So there we go. And if you want to make some yourself, go ahead, and a Merry Christmas from us here in France. Bye now.